All right, so tell them what happened.
Just now?
No. Okay, so this is what happened, guys. So we recorded this podcast episode last night. Okay. The damn microphone it was my end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my microphone wasn't working the whole time. Like, how long were we doing that? An hour and a half?
Something. But it was working because we aren't amateurs. We went back and listened.
Yeah,
and it was
something happened to where when I
exported it, like
when I exported it to an MP3, it went wonky and my audio wasn't working. So that episode's down the shitter, right?
It was a great episode.
Yeah, like Shaylee is so bummed out right now. She's sitting over there in that chair and she looks like a little kid that just like dropped her ice cream cone. Okay, then an hour ago.
Yeah.
So we come back down an hour ago tonight, and we're like, oh, well, we'll just do it again.
I can't even do the grape bit again.
Well, yeah, well, you can add that in. Well, you can edit that in, okay? Because the grape thing was pretty good. So
the grape thing was great.
It was great. It was great. Hashtag dad jokes. Okay. So the episode's about the 5 love languages, which you're not going to hear about now. Like, we're not going to dive into it in depth.
We've done it twice.
We've done it. Yep. We're not doing it the third time. 3 strikes and you're out. All right. So we took this test. Well, you took the test a while ago. We both took the test a while ago.
We've taken it many times.
Years ago, maybe?
Yeah, we do about once a year.
Yeah. Okay. And they change. They change a lot. So we just felt like an hour ago when we started doing that redoing the episode. What are you laughing at?
I wasn't laughing. I was one of those really, really painful hiccups.
Oh, no.
Feels like you're gonna die.
Are you okay?
No.
Okay. Don't die on me because we have to do this episode. We might edit it in there. We might not. I just stopped. I'm like, I feel like I'm giving a presentation right now. I don't want to do that. So we'll just kind of skim through it real quick. It'll be a short and sweet episode, maybe short and sweet because we might make some shit up on the fly that here towards the end.
What tends to happen is we'll hit a topic and then we fall down a rabbit hole into our relationship and it's like blinders come on and it's just me and Charles and we start just rehashing our lives.
Just so you guys know, like
weird.
This is our therapy. Because I'm not going to therapy. I've already been to therapy when I was a kid. I'm not going back. Okay? I don't need some overpriced shrink to overanalyze.
Sure.
What's the next one? Whatever that word is.
Self-analyzing?
No.
I don't understand
overanalyze.
I don't know what you're saying.
I don't want somebody to sit there and overanalyze me because I'm very complicated. You're never gonna get through. I'm like Shrek. I have layers. You're not gonna get to the center. You won't have time. You might get there, but we don't have time for that.
By the end of my life, I might be there.
Yeah, so this is our therapy. If you guys want to listen to this train wreck going on, keep listening, subscribe to the podcast, like it, rate it. Do whatever you got to do. But this is good stuff. So the 5 love languages are, drum roll, please. Yeah. Physical touch, acts of service, words of affirmation, receiving gifts, quality time. So those are the 5 love languages on this quiz. You can take the quiz at 5lovelanguages.com. We are not sponsored by them, but if you want to throw some money our way, 5lovelanguages.com, you're more than welcome to.
The .com. The 5 love languages is
a book. Okay, but we're talking about the quiz on 5lovelanguages.com.
But they're all the same thing. They created it.
Yeah.
Like you said, on this website, there's 5 love language. No, there just is 5 love language.
Okay. So, do you want to go through we'll just skim through them real quick. So, what was your top one? We'll go back and forth.
Physical touch.
Okay, yes, physical touch. So, do you want to touch on that?
The point I always want to bring home and what sparked the wanting to do this episode in the first place, is I believe the 5 love languages are very important in a relationship. I don't think you need to read the book or do all that stuff. I mean, if you do, it's great, but I think you need to know what each other's love languages are.
Right. It's good to be on the same page.
Because 9 times out of 10, if you don't, the way that you are showing your significant other love is the way that you wish you were receiving it. And
it's kind of like the golden rule.
Yeah, it just
treat others the way what Jesus said.
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying is it's not going to work. Because what is your number one?
My number one is words of affirmation.
Okay, so mine is physical touch. And if I'm just physically touching Charles all the time,
it drives me insane. I want to jump out of my skin because I have Asperger's. Yeah. I don't like it. Don't touch me.
But my point is, and he's looking for words of affirmation. He's never going to feel like the love from me because I'm not giving it to him in words of affirmation. I'm just touching him all the time.
Yeah, which would be good for some guys, right? Some guys just want to be touched. I have low testosterone. We're digging into this for the 3rd time, babe. I know you've heard this 3 times already. Don't laugh, okay? I have to explain. I have low testosterone. I have the testosterone of an 80-year-old man. I won't get into the steroids and all that shit that we talked about for 20 minutes, 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, so some guys like that. Guys with Asperger's that have the testosterone of an 80-year-old man, don't touch me,
you're
right?
An 80-year-old man with Asperger's.
Yeah. Freaking combo. That is a hell of a combo. You hit the jackpot with me. Did you know that?
No.
Do you know how lucky you are to be married to me? Somebody who craves attention and physical touch marries me, right? Yeah. Part of it is I'm a selfish prick. The other part is I have Asperger's and I am 80, right?
Yep.
So.
But yeah. So basically, it's good to know. So you can be conscious of how to show your significant other the love that they need.
Yeah, but when I took the test yesterday, it was receiving gifts. I think that
don't overanalyze the test.
Yeah, don't be a therapist about this.
Just go with your heart. Click it. And I would say honestly as well, like I've touched on this now 3 times, that my top 3 are very close in percentage wise. And I've taken the test on the app, which I suggest everyone gets the app as well. It's called, if I can just remember off the top of my head, nope. It is called.
Yeah, mine are a little spread out. The top one to the second one is, I got 7 points there. But my second to third one is only spread by 3.
Yes, I'll be on. It's
because
called.
It's 10:45.
It's called Love Nudge, and it's free.
This episode is not sponsored by Love Nudge. If you want to throw some money our way, you're more than welcome.
And so you can take the test on there. You don't have to take it on this website. So I took it in both places, and mine were actually different. Receiving gifts was my number 1.
Yeah.
So basically what I'm saying is just if you don't go by my number 1 is physical touch, so I'm not going to give my partner words of affirmation.
This is more just
whatever.
like a kind of telling each other where you're at.
Yeah. So for me, acts of service is only 13%. You probably don't, it's nice to have it done. All of these things are nice.
That's just because I do everything for you already. We'll get into that later.
But so basically, it's just those things don't rev up my engine. They don't fill my love tank.
Yeah.
So
I think acts of service should probably just be like a given, right? You probably should be serving your significant other.
Yeah,
no
but
what.
I guess it's just depends on the people. Some people, that was really important to them. Like you said, yeah, you should always be doing it. But
when you get married, your first thought should be, what does my significant other need? if you both put each other here is some enlightened shit. Okay, you should not be worrying about yourself. As long as you are looking out for them and they are looking out for you, you shouldn't want or need anything. It's already taken care of because they're taking care of it, right?
Hence why I bought you a gallon of garlic chili Cholula on Amazon.
You guys have no idea how freaking happy I am right now. Okay, here, we're going to take a turn right here. We'll come back, I promise.
This is good for the episode.
guys,
Here's something new we haven't talked about yet.
Holy crap, okay? I'm sitting up now in my chair.
Breakfast burritos.
Breakfast burritos.
My breakfast burritos.
Yep. Screw everybody else's. You can't touch Shaylee's breakfast burritos. I have them every freaking day for breakfast before I leave for work. So the pandemic has hit hard. But it seems that they've quit making garlic chili Cholula. And that is my favorite thing in the world.
He didn't even know about
No idea.
Until
About 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 summers ago.
Yep, 2 summers ago, we were up at the cabin.
My brother brought some
Chili garlic Cholula. And, yeah. So, pandemic happens, and the supplies start to dwindle throughout the last year and a half. It's getting harder and harder to find my frickin' garlic chili Cholula. Finally, how long's it been? 2 weeks?
A month.
A month, okay. I'm shitting my pants because we can't find this anywhere. I've quit eating breakfast burritos.
Indeed.
Because I don't have my chili garlic Cholula. We're upstairs watching The Circle on Netflix. And
that's another thing I thought about talking about in this episode.
yeah, we can talk about that, but that's really going to show how shallow and vain of people we are because we watch that garbage and we love it. Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to hurry.
You're fine.
Actually, it's been all throughout the day. Shay's been bugging me, all right? I've been down here playing Call of Duty all day. And Shaylee's been saying when I go upstairs and I see her, she's like, "Have you checked Amazon yet? Did you see what I got on Amazon?" And I'm thinking, nope, because I don't give a crap about what you buy on Amazon because it's usually crap I don't care about. It's usually stupid women stuff. So finally, she corners me while we're watching The Circle, and she says, "Are you going to check out what I got on Amazon?" I'm like, oh my hell. Okay, I'll check. So I look, guys, Shaylee's getting better at buying gifts. Okay? She sucked at buying gifts. My third choice. Not third choice. My third love language on this quiz.
Last night was
used to be
number
number one. 30% of my love language was giving gifts yesterday. It's changed, apparently. Okay. Shaylee has sucked at buying me gifts. You know what? I'll never forget the Christmas that you bought me books.
That was our first Christmas.
You bought me books. I don't read. I can't read. That's why I listen to books. I can read, okay? She bought me not just any books. Books I have no interest in.
They were 2 things that you had. I still have them.
Anyway, we have gone from buying shitty books
and underwear,
thrift store, and
underwear and socks.
Yep, we have gone from books and underwear and socks
to on a Wednesday afternoon
to 64 glorious ounces of chili garlic Cholula. The only bad part is it won't be here till freaking Sunday. It is Thursday, people. I've got to go through 2 days of eating breakfast burritos. That's why you made breakfast burritos, right?
You said when we went to Costco that you wanted to eat breakfast burritos again.
Yeah. I'm so proud of you.
I know. But
it's Thursday, guys. It's going to be a long 2 days anyway.
It was such a better deal. You could buy the 3 5-ounce bottles, so 15 ounces, for the same price.
Yes.
Or you could buy it in the vat.
Guys, I don't know what I'm going to do with 60. Where am I going to put it?
I told you we're going to put in those squeeze bottles.
I don't see it happening.
I will do it.
Yeah, the flow is going to be all messed up.
Doesn't have that shake.
Yeah, you got
drip.
to shake it. It's like Tabasco. You got to shake it on there. Anyway, so I'm talking about quality time. And we went to the anniversary inn for our anniversary.
The best anniversary of my life.
I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to one up that
We're
one
just have to recreate it every year.
with the pizza.
No.
You guys ready for another funny story? Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
The condensed version.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. So, it's our anniversary. We've gotten to the hotel. We've checked in. We've done the deed already. First thing, walk in, drop the bags. We're naked. We've done the deed, and we're getting hungry. So I'm thinking we'll go to Topgolf on a weekend.
Is Topgolf a Utah thing?
No, they have them everywhere across the United States.
Okay.
Well, not everywhere. But people should. If you don't know what Topgolf is, you're living under a rock.
Google it.
Yeah, Google it. I'm like, we'll go to Topgolf, and I'm looking at the menu. I'm like, oh, there's so many things I want to eat at Topgolf. Well, guys, we get to Topgolf at what, 6 o'clock?
I don't know.
Anyway, 6 o'clock we get to Topgolf, and it's a 4-hour wait. So I'm like, screw that. We will go get some food. We start Googling places to eat. I'm like, there's an Olive Garden right up the road.
Next to a cheesecake factory. If
Yep.
that fails.
Don't know if you guys have that all over the place, but
It is.
Okay. You guys should know. If you don't, you're living under a rock.
Google it.
Google it. So we go to Olive Garden and we get to the parking lot and there's nowhere to park.
Line out the door.
Line out the door. We drive over to Cheesecake Factory and
Line out the
another
door.
4-hour wait. So I'm like, oh, guy, we'll get some pizza.
Charles had this really good pizza.
Me and my brothers and my dad went to go get tattoos back in March, and my brother went to this place called the Pie Hole. By the way, this podcast is not sponsored by any of these people, but if you want to throw some money our way, you're more than welcome.
For our millions of listeners.
So we get on. I Googled the Pie Hole, and I'm like, I am gonna treat you, lady. I've never said that before in my life. It felt really weird coming off the tongue. So I Google the Pie Hole. I get their number. I call them up. They're closed because of this pandemic.
Thanks a lot, COVID.
Yeah, thanks, COVID. So then, I'm
He's frantic.
I'm in a panic. I am in a pandemic myself. So I start Googling more pizza joints. Well, I remember my uncle saying that the pie makes a mean pie, is what he says. So I get on their website and I online order.
He's frantic.
I'm frantic, guys. I'm not paying attention. I'm just like, I need some food. My wife's, getting, she needs a Snickers, basically.
That was you.
So I order online and I'm just hauling ass through the order process. Well, guys.
Well, so you have to say,
I'm going to get there, I promise.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I can already tell you're going to skip it.
What?
You were in a panic, and so you were just like,
The
I'm
large
just gonna get
pizza?
Yeah,
I was going that way. You think you know everything. I can tell a story.
Go.
So, guys, I'm thinking large pizza. You go to Little Caesars. What do you get? A large pizza. You go to Domino's. What do you get? A large pizza. You go to the Pie. What do you get? You probably should get a freaking medium because the large guys, we'll get into that in a minute. So I order the pizza. There's 2 Pie locations in the Salt Lake Valley. So the nearest one is 1.5 miles away. So I drive over there.
We had a 30-minute wait or 20-minute wait?
Yeah, it was 25-minute wait. So we go there's a Walmart in the parking lot. So we go to Walmart. I get me a couple of Red's Apple Ales because that's what I want to drink with my dinner because I bought champagne.
There's another story.
I bought champagne, guys. Okay, I've had wine before, but not the real kind. I had the sissy pink, the white Zinfandel, whatever the hell you wanted, the white pink wine, the It's not rosé.
Rosé?
No, it's not that. It was really
I don't
fruity. Anyway, it was really good. Drank a gallon of it on a beach in California at a Blink-182 concert. That's another story. Not going to go down that one. So I got my Reds because champagne sucks. Never had it before in my life, but it
was bad. It was real
I ended
bad.
up pouring 2 full bottles of champagne down the sink in the hotel. So we're at the pie, and we're sitting there waiting, and we're watching funny Instagram videos about people making animal sounds.
Oh yeah,
Right? Yeah, really funny.
Abby Ayers.
Yeah, if you're not following Abby Ayers, this podcast is not sponsored by Abby Ayers, but if you want to throw
Abby, have us on your car date. We'll be there.
if you want to throw us some money, you can. Anyway,
She's not gonna throw us money, but we could be on her car date.
I'm trying to keep the joke going.
It's very long.
Anyway, what else do we have to talk about? Nothing. We're
That's
making
fine.
shit up right now.
Go.
So guys, we're sitting in the parking lot, and we're right by the door. Obviously, the pandemic, you can only go in one door, and you got to come out the other door. So we're sitting by the door where people are walking out with their pizzas. Guy walks out with a normal sized pizza box. Another guy walks out with a normal sized pizza box. Another guy walks out with the biggest freaking pizza box I've ever seen with my 2 eyeballs. And
Charles goes
I'm thinking,
silent.
yep, nothing's funny anymore. I'm thinking, holy shit, that's my pizza. Not that guy's taking off with my pizza. Like, holy shit, that's the size of my pizza. So
Can I
we're
reenact this part?
what?
It was literally Charles goes silent. And I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, it's like that slow head turn, and his eyes are like the size of a pie pepperoni. And you're like, I think that's our pizza.
Yeah. And then I said, turn your phone, record this, because this is going to make us famous.
This part was funny too.
Yeah, so I walk in there, right? And I'm like, hey, order for Charles Olson. They're looking around. They're like, what? So the manager walks over, and she says, we don't have an order for you. And I said, well, I got the receipt on my phone. She says, our online ordering has been down since the start of COVID. Like, you're at the wrong place. So we had to drive 30 minutes across the city to go get our pizza. So
You missed the other funny part
What?
that I said. So you go in there and you tell me to record it. So I'm not recording it, but I'm on Marco Polo with a friend.
yeah.
And I'm like, he told me this is going to be really funny. He says it's going to be a big pizza. And then here comes Charles strolling out empty-handed. Opens the door, gets in, slams the door. I just sat there, and he's like, we're at the wrong freaking store.
Yeah. So we got to drive 30 minutes across the city. We get to the other pie location, and I walk inside, guys, like a big dick in a locker room, thinking I'm going to have this pizza. Guys, the pizza that I ordered was bigger than the one that we saw walking out of the store. Guys, this is like a 40-inch pizza. This thing, so we have a Volkswagen Jetta Sport Wagon, the big long wagon edition, it's huge. Guys, this pizza barely fit in the back cargo hatch. So I walk up, and I see the pizza. It's up there on the warmer rack, but it's all by itself because there can't be any more pizzas. Guys, this pizza's huge. It doesn't fit on the warmer rack. I'll guarantee you half of that pizza was cold.
This is the pizza you buy for like a Super Bowl party, and it doesn't all get
Exactly. This pie will feed probably 5 or 6 adult men
eaten. More than that.
drinking beer at a Super Bowl party.
And then the other thing was you got the like whatever.
I got the all meat pizza
Oh
because you love meat pizza.
Oh my gosh, not this.
So
one.
guys, this is the good part. I'm standing there. I've already paid for the pizza. I'm standing there, and at the pie, they turn it around and they open up the box and show you. There's this guy standing right next to me, and this guy has a shit-eating grin on his face so wide I can see it through his mask. And he looks at me and he goes, "That's a big fucking pizza."
But the other thing, what was I gonna say? What was the other?
No,
thing?
so here we go. Okay.
No, hold on. Oh, that was what I was going to say. The funny part for me in the whole next part of the story was
when I got in the car.
No, so we were parked like facing a bush and the restaurant was behind me. I'm just sitting there in the car waiting. I hear you open the back, put it in the back. Like you told me this was going to be a big pizza.
Yeah.
You get in the car like you have just seen Sasquatch.
Yeah. I had seen something I'd never seen before in my life. I was in awe.
The whole ride back to the hotel, you could not stop talking about how big this pizza was.
It was huge.
And it was just me, like, being, like, so surprised and laughing and just being like, and it's how big?
Yeah, Shaylee's going, no way. There's no way it can be that big.
You just had to be. We were laughing so hard. But like I said to Charles in the drive home, I said, well, how much was it?
It was $45.
And it didn't ever dawn on the man that it was just going to be a Domino's large piece.
I was in a hurry. My uncle had been telling me how good these... I thought it was like what is it? A specialty pizza.
Novelty?
No, it was like what's the stores that are a boutique, that kind of bougie. I thought this was like some bougie because I got the all meat, man. I thought they were using some bomb ingredients.
Got some like bison and
something, I don't know. So then we get back to the hotel.
Wagyu.
And we're joking the whole way back, like, what are we going to do with it? I'm like, well, we'll just give it to people. So we're walking in and there's a guy in the parking lot. I go, hey, bud, you want some pizza? And he goes like this, ha, 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 that's a big pizza. Like, that's all anybody says.
He didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
he was very nervous.
He might have been there with, like, his mistress or something. Dude was acting kind of shady. Anyway, so we're walking in, and there's the manager. There's the man. What was his name?
I don't know.
We'll just call him Brent.
This is another story added on to. This man was a story in himself that we're not going to go into either. But
let's just say he's a character. He's quite the character.
Quite the character.
So I walk in and I'm like, hey, Brent, how you doing? You want some pizza? And this dude's eyes lit up like mine when I first saw the pizza.
The size of a pie pepperoni.
So he runs over and he goes, oh yeah.
Well, what kind? What toppings
did you get? What toppings did you get? And I'm like, oh, dude, it's all meat. And he's like, I said, do you want some? Really? He's like, what did he say?
He said, I was just thinking I was getting hungry.
I was just thinking I was getting hungry. And I open up the box and he goes, ooh, they cut it Chicago style.
Well, that was after he hurried and ran into the back and grabbed himself a plate.
He goes, may I? That's when he said, I was just talking about how hungry like he's pointing at he's walking, away from us and he's pointing his hand behind it. I was just talking about how hungry I was. And then we opened the box. Ooh, Chicago style. Yeah, so I gave him...
I mean, he took the tiniest slice.
It wasn't tiny, babe. It
didn't even probably, make a dent.
It didn't. It did. But the dude took a lot of pizza.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he did. Well, not in comparison to how big the pizza was.
So basically, what it came down to was...
That was our quality time. It was the best weekend we've had in a long time. We have freaking hilarious
I've got to explain again just a little bit more of how big this pizza was, and then
we're going back to how are we going to beat this horse to death?
Yeah.
Okay.
You were the one that were all excited about it and said, "What else do we have to talk about?" So
touche.
Charles, yes, it looked like a huge pizza, but I was like, "Oh, it's a big pizza, whatever." And we put it at the foot of the bed. Was it not recording this entire time? Shut up.
Yeah, it's been recording.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't have that face. So it's at the foot of the bed and whatever, and I picked up a piece at one point, and I'm not kidding you, it dripped grease off, and I just put the piece back down. I was like, I can't eat that piece, and I was just digging to try to find a piece that I could manage. We had these little teeny tiny plates.
So
it was a nightmare.
I have to go ask Brent for plates and napkins
because there was no other way to eat
because there's nothing. Yeah, there's guys. They cut it Chicago style, but they frigging cut the pieces were huge, like the size of a MacBook.
Yeah, they were huge. You couldn't pick it up. It was so messy. There was so much meat on this pizza. Anyways, I went to move the box. It seriously, after we had eaten some,
it probably weighed 20 pounds.
More.
Yeah.
Like 30.
So when I was carrying the pizza from the parking lot into the hotel and up to our room, guys, I had to change arms
Oh, I had to pick it up with
a
two
couple
hands.
of times.
Oh,
And I am strong. Like I'm not a bodybuilder, but I'm strong. I had to change arms. I could not carry it with one arm for longer than probably a couple minutes.
So we make a tiny dent in this pizza. I eat the equivalent of maybe 4 slices of, I don't even think, maybe 3 slices of a regular pizza. Just because of the meat quantity.
Yeah.
Was like, it was making me sick. So Charles ate some, I don't even know how much he ended up eating.
We probably ate a third of the pizza.
I don't even think that.
I'm
didn't see
talking
it,
that was
though.
gone. So Brent took his
No.
bunch of pizza and then we probably ate a little more.
So, the place we were staying, like we said, is called the Anniversary Inn. It is a Salt Lake specialty. It's these rooms that are like themed and whatever. They have a lot of stuff in them, but they don't have a full-size fridge.
No,
So all we had was this little mini fridge.
which
And-
was stocked with Reds.
We had no choice but to leave the pizza. All I can imagine is I just wish I could have stayed and heard what
The room
house-
service,
Exactly.
not room service, housekeeping.
had to say about it.
They
Because
probably took it home.
it seriously took up like half of the floor in that room.
It did.
It was so big.
Yeah, so we ate all that pizza and then we're like, let's get in the tub.
We did. We got in the tub and Charles
And
about fell asleep.
Cooked the pizza twice. That pizza was cooked twice.
Charles was gone.
Yeah, anyway, so that's the quality time. Like, it was kind of a disaster with everything that happened.
Like I said, we didn't even tell all the
But
stories.
it was fun.
It's seriously the best anniversary of my
Yeah.
life. We could go on and on about the disasters. There was the champagne. There
Yep.
was the tulip festival.
Oh, we don't even want to go on. Shaylee has been bugging me to go to the
Are we
freaking
going
tulip.
to this now too?
We don't have anything else to talk about.
How long is this already?
Oh, only like 35 minutes, 40 minutes.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're 34 minutes, so we got a little bit. So Shaylee's been bugging me to go to this damn tulip festival here in Utah since I met her. 11
Everyone
years ago?
says it's
10 years
really
ago?
cool.
10 years ago. Okay? She's been bugging me. So, for once in the entire time we've been married, I planned out our anniversary.
Charles cannot keep a secret to save
No,
his life.
we have Christmas 2 weeks early
a month early.
because I can't. I'm so excited.
Every night. Do you want to open your presents?
I'm so excited to give gifts.
It's your
and
love language.
I cannot keep a secret. I cannot contain my excitement when it comes to giving gifts. So I had been planning this thing for months, and I take her to the Tulip Festival. We went to the Tulip Festival the day, I think it was the day that after it opened or something. It was April
That's what you said.
April 11th was, no, it was 3 days. April.
Right when it opened.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
Guys, tulips don't open
On a set date.
on a set. Yeah, especially when it's been cold. Because it was snowing a couple of days before. Guys,
Needless to say.
I spent all this damn money on these damn tickets. And we walked around and we didn't even give a shit about the tulips because there was no tulips to be found. We were people watching.
Yep.
It was $80 to go around and watch people be goofy.
It was really, I felt so bad. It was real sad. Because yeah, they were not open.
No. So if you guys have any ideas on where I can go next year, because I'm all out of good ideas now,
No, we talked about
DM me on my personal. Not my personal, on my gaming Instagram.
we talked about doing the same thing, but you brought up the point of like Anniversary Inn is cool, but
No, it's not that cool. Like it's
more
not
like
it's not worth.
nostalgic to go there.
I don't
want
to go there ever again.
Really?
Not really, but it's not worth the money. Like,
Well, that's what I was gonna say. We said, we could get a really, really nice.
no, you can legit stay at the nicest hotel in Park City in a big suite.
But at the same, okay, like when we went for that other anniversary a couple of years ago.
That was a third of the cost of the
okay,
anniversary.
because I'm like, Yeah, the tub was huge, but that kind of place kind of sucked.
No,
it was
that
big,
wasn't Park
but
City.
That was Park City.
No, it wasn't. That was
Yes,
Kimball Junction. That was not Park. I'm talking about in a resort, like in a ski resort
Well,
kind
but
of.
that's what we need to do. Just because
Like
all
5-star?
I care about, we had such a good time. Because Top Golf ended up falling through, so all we did was hang out in the hotel.
We did a murder mystery packet.
Go on Amazon, get one of these murder mystery packets, and
This podcast is not sponsored by Amazon, but if you want to throw some money our way, you're more than welcome.
And we just like we realized at the Tulip Festival that we didn't pack any like lounge clothes.
Nothing, guys. I didn't pack a damn thing. So,
I kept asking him, and he's like, "Oh, I don't need. I'll just
I
wear
didn't
the clothes
think
that I
about
wore
that,
out."
man.
And he wore like nice clothes to the Tulip Festival, like a button up and some khakis. So, anyways,
And my Vans.
we just went to Walmart, got some sweats, got some
T-shirt.
treats.
Yep.
All we need is a big king size bed.
Yeah.
That was the other reason why it was expensive, because we had to get one of the only rooms with the king bed.
They
in
were
it.
all expensive.
I know they're all expensive, but it was more expensive. And a big tub.
And it wasn't even that big.
That tub sucked.
Yes.
The tub we had our night of our anniversary was a
Perfect.
swimming pool.
Yes.
It took an hour to fill that thing up.
Legit jacuzzi.
But this one was just a little corner tub that we had.
We're not going to talk about the
Why? Why are you being weird? I'm not gonna get like weird. I'm just saying we had to like split legs.
Yeah, we were legit
fit it.
puzzled. It was Tetris getting in and out of that thing.
And then when I'm getting out, granted, I have not been drinking. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, Shaylee doesn't drink. I'm the one that drinks. And I got out of the tub fine.
The tub was so high and my legs are so short that like
Shit.
my leg, like I couldn't just like step out of it. It like was hitting my crotch. So I kind of had to like really like kind of leap out, but then I like slipped
on the tile.
And then I went to like grab what I thought was the spout. What is that called? The water spout.
Yeah.
But it was really a champagne glass.
Because it's dark.
So I slipped. I had the bruise on my inner thigh the size of a softball.
It looked like she got hit with a freaking tennis racket.
And then the floors. Why were the floors so slippery? Not in the bath.
Yeah, the wood floors. It was like a bowling alley. Like
we slipped several times.
yeah, they're gonna have a lawsuit on their hands one of these days.
So they had one of those notebooks where you can like write as a guest,
Yeah.
like your comments. And I don't even remember what I wrote. I wrote something, had a great time.
But the floors are really slick.
I said, be careful of the floor. So Charles made a joke that I should have just sued him and told him that I slipped on the floor. Got it.
No, we don't want to do that.
As a joke. I was not real. But yeah, like we said, it was a laughable time.
You
but
know
it
what I
was
don't
the
understand
best.
about the anniversary, and we're not gonna sit here and slam it's a great
I
place.
love it.
It's awesome.
I think it's super fun.
Anniversary
I
and-
still want to go to the Treasure Island room.
Anniversary, and why? Here's my beef with you guys. Why do you guys have a 70-inch TV?
That only plays TV radio.
Yes. I understand it's the anniversary and people aren't going there to play checkers.
Well, you know what you can do.
Okay, there's probably a lot of sex going on there. Okay, but you can only do that so much.
For everyone's information, if you go to the anniversary and you don't want to listen to TV radio, your option is to rent a DVD from the front desk.
I don't think it's renting. You can probably just it's like a library. You just check them out.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, they have a lot of DVDs you can watch.
What did he say when he offered us
An
the movies?
extensive
he does.
DVD library.
He said this is what did we say his name was?
Brent.
So we said he's a character.
His name really isn't Brent. I
No,
don't remember
that
his
we
name,
just
but
can't
it's definitely not Brent.
he's checking us in the beginning, and he's like asking if we've ever stayed there before. We said, oh yeah, it's been a while, and we told him, our wedding night, blah blah. And he's like, oh well, we still have a great selection of DVDs. We even have Aquaman.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, it was our wedding night. We were those guys that didn't give a shit about what you had on DVD.
No, we went and we counted all of our money, had sex, and fell asleep.
Yeah.
Because we got there at
we
like
were living the
midnight.
gangster's paradise on our wedding night. Count money, have sex, go to sleep.
No. We took an hour to fill the bathtub, was in it for about 2 minutes. Got out.
Yeah. It was a great time.
It was a great time.
So yeah, this time, we're old, we're married, we have a kid already, no more sex. So we took our Amazon Fire Stick.
And
plugged
we
that
brought
thing
the
in back.
Nintendo Switch, but
We didn't
use
play
it.
Yeah.
We came fully prepared.
Yeah.
We had a lot of stuff to
we
do.
brought everything except for our loungeable clothing.
Yep. To do all this lounging we brought to do.
Yep.
Oh,
All
man.
right, it's getting late. It's 11:20. I got to work tomorrow.
Oh, sheesh.
45
jeez.
minutes in.
Well, everyone.
Appreciate you guys for listening.
Also, I have to do the plug. The whole reason why we kept doing this episode was because I worked very hard.
Yes, she did.
To do this post. Please follow us on Instagram. There's a whole post there all about love languages. How to share love in the love language of your significant other. Also, just follow the Instagram in general. It's where all the information is. Please start giving us your stories, your questions, so we can have something to talk about, so you don't have to hear about our 30-pound pizzas.
Unless you like it. I think it's a funny story.
It's a very funny story.
Everybody that I've told the story to thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you guys like the podcast,
Please subscribe.
Give us a rating.
A review. Just do all the things. We love you as a friend.
love you guys.
As a friend.
Yep. All right, I'm ending this thing.
Bye.
Later.